doing? Like she crazy? Cursing at her? Telling her what you won't do? You won't clean your room? You won't do what you want to do? And you talk to your mother like that? Like you tough? Do you think you tough, little man? Talk to me like you talk to your mother.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got a mother, man, getting a lot of backlash, right? She getting a lot of backlash, man, because the way she used to discipline her child, the way she disciplined her child did not work, right? Once again, like I said, a mother, right? A woman cannot raise a boy to be a man. So she's getting backlash because she said, you know what? Hey, what I'm doing ain't working. So, you know what? Instead of putting your ass on Beyond Scared straight.
You think it's a game, though, don't you? Yes, you do. Because you one of them tough. I'll be all up in your ass, boy. I sell that boy for Zuzus and Wham Whams.
You see this call? I'm going to treat you like a bitch. You going to call my chest her whenever I tell you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and this old hoe ass gonna do it Thursday, Fridays. Stand your ass up too. You know what?
Open it up. Comb his chest. Comb his chest. Right now. Bitch ass.
Look why you're doing it. It better not hurt me.
Sorry.
Be glad. You sorry, folks.
Grab the comb, man. Grab it. You better grab it comb, dog. I ought to beat your ass. Man, let me go, man. Man, let me go, man. I ought to beat your I'm coming back for your ass.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to at least get a military guy to come in here, man, and come set you straight. Y'all remember that episode in the Boondocks, man? I think it was Miss Milovich or whatever his name is.
He even made it on one of them Maury Povich episodes where they send them kids to boot camp.
You listen to me, you little fat turd. I'm not your mama, and I'm not gonna put up with it.
That's what this reminded me of. But at the same time, I understand why she brought him out here, man. Because once again, a woman cannot raise a boy to be a man. It cannot. And a lot of women need to put their pride to the side, man, and accept that truth, right? And to be able to avoid this whole situation, right? Because we're gonna read some of the comments. But to be able to avoid this whole situation, women, because you control access to sex, you control who you have kids with. Point blank, period. You control, man, who becomes a baby father. And let's just say, okay, well, KB, you do understand accidents happen. Cool, that's understandable. But at the end of the day, you still have choices, right? You still have choices at the end of the day. You still should have picked a pretty decent guy, or a guy you at least know he will at least take care. He'll at least help you take care of a child if it happens. If you become pregnant. But no, a lot of you women say, you know what, hey, forget all of that. I'm gonna go deal with a Pookie and Ray Ray. I'm gonna go waste my time with them. Then get pregnant by them, and then when they get into the late 20s, early 30s, then it's, oh well, you know what, I was young, I was dumb. That's why you know I had freaking 5 kids by 3 different men. You're gonna end up like Summer Walker. I was young, I was dumb. Right? Using excuses and then get upset and start calling your baby father out and trying to air him out all on the internet for whatever reason. This type of discipline is needed for boys, especially boys, but it's needed for girls and little boys, right? Because once again, like you're going to see in some of these comments, they need a father figure, right? But let's jump into this video.
Doing? Like she crazy? Cursing at her? Telling her what you won't do? You won't clean your room? You gonna do what you want to do? And you talk to your mother like that? Like you tough? Do you think you tough, little man? Talk to me like you talk to your mother. Talk to me. You think you tough, don't you? Bust up on me. Cuss me out. Tell me you ain't gonna do what I say do. I dare you. I dare you. You ain't gonna do it to me? Why you do it to her? Why you talk to her disrespectfully? Why? Little boy, answer me. Why do you talk to your mother disrespectfully? You don't know why you do it. Today I'm going to help you find out why. And today it ends. Today it ends. Do you understand? You will not call your mother out of her name ever again.
I got a lot of elders, man, following me. I got a lot of elders following me. I got a question, right? I got a question. Y'all remember the old saying, right? Y'all remember the old saying. Y'all probably know where I'm going. A hard head makes for a what? Makes for a what? It makes for a soft ass, right? And I had to learn that the hard way when I was little. Every child had to. Every child had to, especially in the 60s, especially in the 50s, right? Because that's the only way you can teach your children how to become men, how to become women. That ended all type of issues, right? Man, even me as a child, right? I used to get whooped like hell. My dad used to whoop me like hell. And I used to resent him for that. But as I got older, I understood why, right? I understood why.
These scars we have make us who we are. We're not meant to go back and fix them. And there's nothing broken with you that needs to be fixed.
Now, as I've gotten older, I appreciate it, right? I appreciate it, man, because once again, if it wasn't for that, right? If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be the man that I am today. And I think a lot of us can attest to that. Like somebody in the comments said, I don't think this is the right thing to do. This boy needs a father figure, his father, but mostly needs love, right? Of course, this is coming from a woman. He needs love. People, listen, you're with your mother. He is with a single mother. Of course, he's getting all the love he needs. But at some point in time, you got to get on that ass. You just can't constantly be so lovey-dovey with your child. You can't baby your child your whole life. It's the same thing, man, with mastiff dogs, right? You have to socialize them. You have to cater to them. But also at the same time, you have to get on them, right? You have to be stern with these animals, man, because you baby them your whole life. If you baby a big-ass dog your whole life, right? That little Negro is going to be aggressive, is going to be destructive, right? Because the dog don't know what no means, right? And I know some people are going to be like, why are you really comparing a dog to a child? Yes, right? Yes, right? Because as a child, when the child is young, right? When the child is young, you have to get on them when they're young. If you try to get on a child when they're older, right? They have already built a personality. So then you're trying to correct that personality. You can't. That's why you have to jump on it when they're a child, right? A lot of parents don't believe in disciplining their child. You have the government who sits over here and says, hey man, listen, if you whoop your child, it's abuse. Like this lady was saying, she's saying, calling a veteran to shout out to the man will just create fear in him and nothing more. It's not a man, baby girl, it's a boy, it's a child, it's a kid. Once again, what women have to understand, man, when you're talking about being in a family, right? When you have a father and you have a mother, the father will get the utmost respect in the household. If the father is being a father, right? If the father is doing what a father is supposed to do, he's going to get the utmost respect in the household, not the woman. Kids will always respect the father more than they will respect the mother, and that's just a fact. Somebody commented, as a man, if you see another man talking to your son like this, what are you doing? You do understand that if the father is in the child's life, another man wouldn't have to talk to the child like this. That's just a stupid question. It's a stupid question. If a father was already in this child's life, you wouldn't have to worry about having another man talk to his child like that. Mother obviously don't have another way to correct this guy. So guess what? Hey, Mr. Veteran, can you come down here, man? Come check my child, please? So somebody says, this method of discipline and slight fear of consequences installed into children early is a tried, true, and proven effective way of raising a responsible, respectful young man or woman. It works. Did when I was a kid. Hey, you know what's funny? Some people will sit over here and say, well, guess what? It's not the 1960s. Well, not every kid is like you. People, like when people say that, it's just a disingenuous statement, right? They understand that it does work, right? But they don't want to hurt a little baby. They don't want to see a little baby cry. That little baby is going to turn into a menace to society. But guess what? Hey, you know what? I don't want to see a little baby cry. So you know what? I'm gonna just let them continue to do whatever the hell they want to do. I'm gonna let them run them up and not say anything. Pop them on the wrist and let them go on about their day. Take their electronics. It does not work that way, people. It needs to come back. Kids need to be reminded they are not in charge. The moment hard discipline and restraining parents' ability to self-govern the home was taken away was the beginning of lawlessness in today's society. It needs to be done exactly like this. No in between, no timeouts. That's a fact, right? That's a fact. He could not have said it any better. He could not have said it any better. Because once again, we need that. We need that, right? When I saw my dad, man, with my brother this one time when I was little, I had to be like 3 years of age. Like, I'm talking about, man, he beat the brakes off his ass. I'm like, God damn, right? Shoot, I ain't gonna lie, it put some fear into me. It put some fear into me. And I knew ever since then, I would not mess with my dad. Like, I knew, man, how far, I knew what buttons to push with my father. Somebody else says, sometimes a father figure is needed. Bravo for the veterans setting the child straight. But as a mother, we should learn how to be firm with our boys so this doesn't happen. I could never accept disrespect in my house from my own children. My boys 11 and 13 will not even take snacks in the cupboard without asking me. Their dad and I taught them respect for both parents, for others, and for themselves. Yeah, because I was like, man, hold on now. I know, man, please, man. Like I said, when you have two parents in the household, your kids are bound for success. As long as the parents being parents. I mean, dude, it's not hard to be a parent, right? It's not hard to be a parent. As long as parents can be a parent, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do as an adult and as a parent, your kids are destined for success. And for the kids, man, who are sitting over here raised by women like Summer Walker, who are raised in these single households, man, and these women are constantly sitting over here just allowing their kids to do whatever. Your kids are going to be another Pookie and another Pookisha, or another Chad who's going to be sitting over here, man, ready to write up. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I ain't even gonna crack that joke. But regardless, right? When you have bad parenting skills, that's what you create. That is what you create. And like I said, when you look at Summer Walker, what do you think her kids are going to do? Right? Yeah, they're going to, right? Yeah, of course, Summer Walker is going to have money. But look at who her kids are being raised by. Look at how her kids sit over here and treat her, snatching all on her hair and all this. I get it. I get it. They're kids. But once again, look at Summer Walker and look at how she acts. Look at how she deflects. Look at this other sister, man, who wants to be a single mother.
Feel like, oh, he finna be cheating or he finna be fucking with somebody else, then that's not the one for you.
Right.
But what's your end goals? Like, what do y'all want to be? Do you guys want to be somebody's wife? What do you want to be?
Yeah, see, we talk about that all the time on the show. Sometimes I don't really know if I necessarily want to get married.
Do you want to have kids?
I do want to have kids, but I'm not sure if I want to get married.
So why do you... This is my question.
Okay.
Why... Do you want to have kids?
Hell no! She always say she don't want to have kids.
We gonna drink. I got too much shit to do.
But why? Okay, so you don't want to have kids. So, okay, you a different story. But you...
Okay.
You want to have kids, but you don't know if you want to get married. So that means that you already going to be... You're planning to already bring this child into... And have a deficit in their life, right?
I mean, I feel like if I find the right person, we could get married. Sometimes I don't really have a lot of faith in these niggas.
But do you have to find the right person to have the baby?
I do think I have to find the right person to have a kid, but I also feel like I'm in a position where I'm doing things for my own, so I would completely be okay with having to take on that responsibility by myself as far as financial shit go, if I have to.
I don't think that's okay.
I don't think it's okay neither, but I feel like it's the reality of like the generation that we live in, because I just feel like that's how most of these niggas are. I do.
No, those are the niggas that you going after.
These women are going to be raising children, raising boys and girls. What do you think their sons and their daughters going to grow up to be? Y'all do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and leave me a subscribe.